the trial and ask Bryan a question here about that. I think that that stuff is really relevant. I mean, he goes into the jail, the father, and has this item or talks about an item that is a different ring. I mean, that's really curious why he would do that.
Right. I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. I think it raises an issue. Why are you doing that? Why are you going in and talking about the jewelry? And I think that's really probably one of the only things the defense is going to be able to latch on to this in this case, to raise any kind of issues for the jury to discuss, is what is going on with this jewelry.
Right, and don't you think Gene Casares is absolutely right that the cleanest way to do this, particularly to preserve a record in the event that there may be a conviction, is to do the proffer? Let's ask the questions, let's put it out there, then the judge can rule whether it goes in or not, and at least the record is made.
Sure, you have to ask the questions. As a defense attorney, you have to ask the questions. Let the judge object, rather sustain an objection from the prosecution if he sustains. And if there's a conviction, you have a record for appeal. And then maybe, just maybe, you've done a very good job for your client and your client gets a new trial at some point in the future. On the other hand, if the judge doesn't sustain the objection and allows the question to be asked and the answer to be given, now you've got something to work with. And that's what you use to argue a closing for the jury. You use these bits and pieces, little nuggets of evidence. And that's what you're going to get here, just a nugget, but that may be all he needs.
Good word for this about the jury, a nugget. While we are waiting, while they are at the sidebar, let's go back and look at the cross-examination that has come out earlier today of Bruce Fest.
Now, the project on Lockwood Ridge Road